Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Gorgo. This one is about a couple of guys who are on a treasure hunting ship who winds up on an island because of a giant monster. Well, pretty much messes things up for them. Well, that and also a volcano erupts. But the giant monster comes in here in a little bit. They wind up on this island and they meet up with the harbor master, who tells them all about this giant monster that has been eating villagers, animals, and not being able to deliver their mail on time. So they try to figure out a way to stop the monster, and somehow, someway, they finally do, in which they wind up taking the monster to a circus in London and showing it off for the world to see. Well, somehow the monster's mother hears about all this and decides to go to London and tears the place apart to try and get her little son back. If you really want to call little 65 feet tall. But yes, Gorgo is actually the little boy of the monster, of the mother monster, who is apparently 200 feet tall. Obviously, height runs in the family. So the mother winds up running through, rampaging, and destroying London to try and find her little boy. And so, of course, armies try and strike to destroy the monster, but a mother's love conquers all, as she winds up getting herself and little Gorgo back into the sea. So, why did this movie suck? This movie has some serious elements of rampaging giant lizard comes from the sea to destroy a very well-known place. But it didn't breathe fire, it just knocked buildings over and everything like that. Yeah, definitely has to be a ripoff of Mothra. But this was pretty much London's answer to the giant monster movies, and Reptilicus wasn't bad enough, but then they give us Gorgo, and it's like, wow, this is... Well, at least there was no singing in this one. But yeah, the creature effects for this one were... Okay, honestly, I think I've seen better special effects in Monty Python movies. But this movie may have been called sort of London's answer to King Kong and Godzilla, but in a way, it is kind of strange to think that this movie has a giant monster rampaging through London to try and find its baby, and yet, didn't they do something like that in the 1998 version of Godzilla? Sort of. Except, this one was on a much lower budget, and had a slightly better ending. Of course, honestly, neither one of them did make a whole lick of sense. But it is still a pretty bad giant creature movie, and I don't know. Godzilla versus Gorgo, I don't think that could have ever happened, in all honesty, but probably could have been interesting. But well, maybe Godzilla and Godzilla's son versus Gorgo and his mom. No, that really would have been a really bad crossover movie. But anyway, there you guys have it, a review of Gorgo, like nothing you've ever seen before. I think we have. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, fantasy horror, or comedy horror movie that involved something gigantic rampaging through a city, or a town, or a small city, or a small town, and it just seemed like it was something you've seen before, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching, and until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on. Watch where you step.